Hi, I'm Tom Elliott with Deepwardly Spiritual Direction Services. One of the most important aspects of the spiritual exercises is the idea of desire. St. Ignatius invited retreatants who are going through the spiritual exercises to name the grace that they most deeply desired before each and every prayer time. Somehow Ignatius knew that by naming our desire, we would somehow refocus our attention on what's most important to us. He was reverencing the fact that our heart's deepest desires are actually the deepest desires of God. His idea of naming desires reminds me of a video that I saw on YouTube years ago on selective attention. The video had to do with a study that was done on how our brain tends to focus simply on what we most desire to see. And so in the video, there are 6 basketball players, 3 wearing black, 3 wearing white, and they're passing a basketball back and forth to one another, crisscrossing and zagging, and as they pass the basketball, they're actually moving around in different directions. And in the video, we're invited to count how many times the players in white touch the ball. So as we're watching and as we're counting, we don't notice that a man in a gorilla suit walks into the circle of basketball players, moves around, and walks back off screen. It's crazy to think that we could miss something so obvious simply because our attention was focused on a particular thing. Well, when it comes to prayer, the truth of naming the grace is that when we name what we most deeply desire before prayer, it helps to block out all of the other distractions that are going on in our heads or maybe in our environment. And it helps us to focus on how we most deeply desire to encounter God. So before you begin prayer time, the next time you sit down for some personal prayer, take a moment to pay attention to your heart. What is your deepest desire? And ask God for the grace of that desire. For more presentations and for online retreats, please visit my website, www.deepwardly.com.